Hello and happy Monday if you happen to be watching this on a Monday. Now, I've been talking about seasonal anomalies or calendar anomalies. You can check out some other videos if you follow these two links here. Today, I wanted to talk about the Monday effect, or sometimes called the weekend effect. So, if you think about the stock market, it over time trickles up. So, our expectations would be that if you look at any given day, that we would expect on average that day to have a little trickle up too. Like just if the market just keeps going up, we would expect kind of every day on average over 100 years time to go up. Now, you say, well, the market doesn't trade on Saturday or Sunday, so we might actually expect Monday to really be kind of a triple return day because it's taking Saturday, Sunday, Monday, putting all that information together, and it would have kind of a pop versus the rest of the days. At least that's the kind of the prior that we should expect given no other extenuating circumstances in the market. Now, of course, it turns out that Monday is in general the worst day of the week, and Friday is the best. You can see here in the UK. You can see some other data here in the US. Now, this was first identified by Cross in 1973 to say, hey, look, for whatever reason, Monday seems to be a poorly performing day. Now, subsequently, there have been other studies. So we can see here that Gibbons and Hess in 81 said, look, well, it's not just that Monday's bad, it's that Friday is one of the better days. Some other authors here, Jaffe and Westfield said, well, if you go to Asia, it actually looks like that Monday is the best day and Tuesday is the worst day. But that kind of follows the U.S. market because, on Monday here, then the next follows, Asia falls on Tuesday there. So it's just skewed a little bit, but basically following that U.S. pattern. Recently, a couple of authors here found that the same is true in emerging markets. So this seems to be a global phenomenon. Now, of course, the question is why is this the case? We should expect better performance on Monday, given it's really 3 days worth of performance rolled into one given the weekend. So the ideas here are, well, maybe it's just a question of mood. People are generally more pessimistic on Monday to start the work week, and the more euphoric on Friday to start the weekend. That's a possibility. Another thing as well, it's not really Monday versus Friday. It's really that what we see at the close on Friday that lasts a little bit. It's just a continuation of that on Monday, especially on the open of Monday. Another theory is, well, companies release the bad news after the close on Friday, so it's just reflection of that bad news on Monday. There's also some arguments that there's, it's part of a function of short selling that we're just seeing some consequences of that in the market. Now, keep in mind, the Federal Reserve has also done some studies on this, and they said, look, kind of this was true, before Cross, and then after it lasted until about 1987. Then we had this window from 87 to 98 where this phenomenon didn't really occur. So, more than a decade where this wasn't true, but it's since kind of resurfaced since 1998. Ultimately, I think these effects are really small, and it's not something I would necessarily trade on, but I think it's interesting food for thought. And I will, of course, continue this series somewhere down the road with some additional seasonal anomalies. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed that.